What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Why We Love PlayStation VR. Sitting across from me this week and every week,
the Sofa King himself. Hey,
It's Jeremy
hello. And sitting next to me this week, and hopefully every week in the future, is Brian Paul.
And every week on Why We Love PlayStation VR, we dip into the PSVR archive. We dust the blow off an old PlayStation VR game. This week, not so old.
No, not so old at all.
We check into it, see if it's been given any love by developers, any updates, any DLC, any patches, and then we let you know, the loyal game cats, if it's worth your time. That being said, Jeremy, what game did we decide to play this week?
Kitten'd. We played Kitten'd.
Kitten apostrophe D with
yes.
an exclamation point with a paw mark.
Big D.
Big D.
Yeah.
Big. I don't think they're gonna get that joke because they didn't know what we were talking about when the music was
Moments
playing.
earlier.
Moments
right?
earlier.
If they only knew what that music.
Right?
God.
The show starts. We're laughing. Music
Yeah.
is playing. We always lie and tell people that we're not talking about anything.
Yeah.
But we always are.
Oh, it's totally real good combos.
Jeremy, what kind of game? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't do my part.
Yeah.
Kitten'd by Star Vault, released November 14th, 2019. Very, very recently.
Very.
$14.49.
Yeah.
They were like $14.99 is just a little too much for our game.
Shave a little bit off.
Shave
Yeah.
50 cents off the game.
Yeah.
What kind of game is Kitten apostrophe D?
You know, I knew you were going to ask that.
You still don't have an answer.
And
do you?
I've been really trying to figure out what the fuck, what kind of game is this?
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it is.
There are so many games that I could compare it to.
Yeah.
The funny thing is all of them seem to be cooking games.
Yeah,
Like if you play
yeah.
Overcooked or
Yeah.
Or what is it? VR the Diner Duo.
Job simulator.
Job Simulator.
Yeah.
Right. So all sorts of things that basically have you multitasking
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah.
Right. There's always lots of things going on at the same
man.
time.
Yeah.
And it really relies on you being able to think
Yep.
coherently, which I do not do almost ever. So I definitely struggled with this one big time.
Yeah, it's like a VR Simon Says.
Yeah, actually, let me let's kind of let's help them out a little bit if they haven't played it.
Sure.
The press release for Kitten'd says the idea for Kitten'd is loosely based on a recurring dream of one of our developers. In this dream, more and more kittens entered his apartment from a hole in the wall. As the number of kittens grew, so did the stress of the poor dev.
Yeah.
But he also felt happy because free kittens. And that's pretty much it. But I was like,
Wow.
that what a great analysis
Yeah.
of a simple game. It's like, here's a bunch of fucking stress.
Yeah.
But also kittens.
Yeah, kittens.
How could it be bad?
Right?
We love kittens.
Wow. Totally.
Yeah. So okay. So
Fat kittens too. They're a little chubby. Some of them.
some of them.
Yeah.
So some
Right
are-
out of the box.
Yeah.
Overweight.
Well, so my best friend Mikey, what's up? He had a cat named Omaha, right? And you would have thought this cat was super fat.
Yeah.
But then you pick it up and it's like, because
Yeah,
it's
all the fur.
it's all just fur.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering how many of these cats are fat cats or all just fluffy as
True.
fuck. I think
Although
they're
it's-
fluffy.
Some of them got to be, but when you pick them up in the game, they're pretty plump. You know, I'm upset you couldn't put one on your virtual lap and let it sit there.
Oh, I played standing.
Oh, did you?
So I didn't have a virtual lap.
Yeah, I sat down. Yeah.
Yeah, you put it down in front of me, it just falls straight down.
That would be bullshit.
So this is actually an interesting, I guess, diversion for Star Vault.
Yeah.
Because what Star Vault was known for up to this point was an MMO called Mortal Online.
Mortal Online.
Not an MMO guy.
Okay.
MMORPG.
That one I didn't hear of.
But that's basically what their focus has been for a while now.
It's very different then, yeah.
And I guess it was stressful to create this big world with all these possibilities.
Yeah.
And they wanted to do something that was just a little more fun.
The poor developer, he was so stressed with this online game, his brain was like, stress relief, kittens, how do we get them in his brain?
Right.
Through a hole in the wall.
Right.
You know?
Your dreams are going to be so cute.
Wacky.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of that movie, The Gate. Remember that? They dug there was that hole in the ground in the back and these little goblin-y things came out.
Oh, I do remember that.
That was an old one.
Yeah, for a second I thought I was like, there's no way I'm going to know what you're talking about
Yeah.
because that's generally how these conversations
Yeah.
go. But no, I do know that one.
Tried closing up, but it got bigger.
So
right?
imagine that, but with kittens.
Kittens coming out.
Fucking suddenly adorable.
Done.
Instead of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
All right. So Kitten starts you off basically it starts off as fairly quote unquote normal.
Normal, yeah.
Yeah, because you're in like this kind of tiny apartment.
Yeah.
Still bigger than mine.
Yeah.
Very bright.
Very modern.
But it's all like, I mean, for me, it was super, super bright. Like
It was very bright.
Like the contrast was like at 11.
Yeah.
Right, and like there were white walls and white cabinets and white floors. And
Blue
just
on the
everything
outside
was
wall,
white.
outside, you know. Yeah.
And then and then some there's a present. You click on the present, cats jump out of the box.
Pulsating present too.
Who's giving you these kittens?
Somebody, right on the texts, just splitting out. Hey, kittens, surprise! Here you go.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, this is so strange. I played a lot of Kitten in the last week.
Yeah.
But this is the first time I've ever questioned who's on the other side of that phone call.
I don't know.
You're getting texts nonstop from somebody.
They're never there helping you.
Never helping you, and apparently they like to torture you.
They certainly
because
do.
they keep sending you kittens,
A lot of them.
and they're kind of making fun of you the whole time.
Yeah.
And like, good fucking luck with this.
Yeah.
Right?
Is this a significant other? Is this a sibling?
I think
A parent?
maybe it's a scorned ex-lover.
Might be.
Right?
Because they're
Like-
never there. They never come home to help. They're an absentee
Right.
lover. Is that the word?
Might be the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're there. Some kittens pop out of a box, and suddenly you're like, oh crap! I've got to take care of these kittens.
Yeah.
So the first thing you do is you look around the room. You're opening kind of closets or cabinets and looking around,
Cabinets.
seeing where your stuff is.
Yeah.
Because finding your stuff is the hardest part of this game, I think.
Yeah.
And it's like, you go, oh, there's a litter box over there. So you grab the litter box, you put it somewhere close, you fill it
Yep.
with litter, ding, 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 right?
Yeah.
And then you say, oh, there's a cat food bowl. You put it down, and you grab the cat food, and you go ding, 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 ding.
Yep.
And you fill it up.
Yep.
And you're constantly filling up litter. You're constantly filling up cat food.
Constantly.
And because you want to take care of the cats.
Yep.
You also want to love the cats.
Yeah.
What else are we doing in this? There's so many things we're doing.
Well, yeah, you got to make sure they don't rip up the furniture.
Oh, God.
You got to make sure they don't knock over all the wine glasses you have.
Yeah,
'Cause you have
vases
several vases and wine glass, lots of glass countertops. Food, cupcakes sometimes.
There are cupcakes.
You know, and then, so you got to just make sure there's less destruction, you know, so you're taking care of these cats in this house.
Yep.
And the more stuff they break, the less of a score you achieve at the end of this level.
Right.
You know, you got to make sure the cats are loved. You pet them.
Yeah.
Actually, in AJ's walkthrough, he would like rub two together.
And I learned that very quickly.
Yeah.
After watching AJ play, I realized I can love two cats at the same time.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's a feline threesome.
Yeah, I watched his playthrough after my playthrough.
Yeah.
And I saw him love each other, and then he'd throw him down. I'm like, why didn't I do that?
Right.
I would take one and my other hand would be like, bring, 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 you know?
Yeah.
Pet him.
Yeah.
You know?
And so the cats are causing mass chaos the entire
Wicked.
time. There's a timer that's ticking down.
Yeah.
You're like, I got to take care of all these things. And even if there's litter in the litter box,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean they're going to use it.
No, the pricks will shit anywhere if they feel like
There's
it.
poop everywhere.
It's a true cat.
Right?
Yeah, it's a true cat.
Is this something to be concerned about?
I love cats, but they can be dickheads too. You know, and they can be like, really? No, I'm gonna go shit right over there. You're not gonna know it.
Yeah.
You're gonna smell it, but think you picked it up
Yeah.
until like 3 a.m. you realize it's in your corner. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, and then they'll wake you up and slap, feed me. But
And so the worst part about this is they poop on the carpet.
Yeah.
Right. And so before you are able to buy items or upgrade items,
Yeah.
you just have to go. You just have to point at it, click the button, so you got it in your hand,
yeah,
and then you need to like throw it at the trash can on the
Yeah.
other side of the room.
yeah,
Now, sometimes in this game, I thought the throwing mechanics were fine,
yeah.
and sometimes they were terrible.
Oh, they were awful. You'd be like, and it'd be like,
Straight down.
Yeah.
Right. And the worst part about that
Yeah.
is when the poop hits the ground, it leaves another
Mark.
stain.
it's the most unfirm poop in the world.
It is. It's
No,
just diarrhea.
We're feeding them
leaking
way
through your
too much.
fingers.
They're pooping like this. The cats are only like this big.
Yeah.
It's at least 80% of their body mass in poop.
all poop.
Yeah. I mean, you feel like they're so relieved and must be happy, want a nap after that, but no.
No, they just
They're going to
cause
shit
more
again in a
chaos.
few more minutes.
Yep. No,
Yeah.
absolutely. And so one of the things you can buy
Yeah.
to rectify, I just said rectify. It just made me think
Yeah,
of
yeah.
cat rectum.
How can you not stare at one when it walks away? We've discussed that way in the past.
That was a
Years ago.
old episode of I think
That
Midnight
was
Games Cast.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, where else do you stare when a cat walks away? But it's
because it
pink shiny butthole.
tail straight up, so it's like look at my ass.
Yeah, it's right there. It's like, oh, hey.
It's a little disturbing.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have items to like take care of this
Yes.
stuff. I love reeling you right back in after you go on a tangent like this. One of the things is a spray bottle.
Yeah.
Which only has like 3 sprays initially.
Yeah.
And so if you try to throw the poop and you miss and it hits the ground, it leaves that stain. You go spray it
Yeah.
up,
Yep.
right? Clean it up. There's a glue gun you can buy.
The glue gun, yeah.
And so when they
All
destroy
the
those
broken
bases,
shit, yeah.
and it's like you spray, and then suddenly, I have a feeling that this person that we're playing at in the game,
Yeah.
everything they own is held together with a glue gun.
It must be. Yeah.
Like, don't sneeze too hard, or just
Oh, it
17
just
things are gonna
shatters,
fall
right?
apart. Yeah.
Even the door hinges clearly haven't been glued shut because they fly open constantly.
Right, the windows open, and then
Yeah.
now the cats are in danger of death. So actually, I was talking to Sebastian, the lead programmer.
Okay.
And he goes, this is a quote from Sebastian. He says, at one point, the cats could actually die from starvation in the game.
Really? I didn't know that.
He said, it was the first thing ever. It made everyone just feel awful. They turned into little ghosts.
Oh!
Right? And they'd like fly around the room. He says, so now there's no deaths.
Yeah.
But they can jump out the window, or like in the later levels, they can jump into escape pods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Oh, yeah, that blew my mind when that changed. When that whole scenario was revealed.
right. So it starts off fairly normal.
Yes.
Even though the kittens are causing chaos.
Fairly normal,
Which,
yeah.
by the way, I didn't know if you saw this on Twitter, but my new drag name is Kitty Chaos. Right. Thank you, Just Incredible. That was
Oh,
sweet.
Just Incredible gave you that one?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
So RuPaul, I'm coming for you. But so yeah, you start off, and then you get to a level where whoever's taunting you over the phone is take care of the cats and don't touch that red button.
Yes.
And there's a massive red button in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
I mean, how long did it take for the cat to hit the fucking button?
Not too long my first time through, and that's where I learned there's a scoreboard. And I saw AJ was number 16, and I wasn't that far behind, so I'm like, So then every
Did
time...
you take down AJ?
I did, yeah.
No one's ever done that before.
In Kitten'd, I did on 2 levels. Wow. I mean, I didn't check the other ones, but maybe I'll come for you. Because that scoreboard, the only problem with the leaderboard is you don't see your name in the rankings.
Okay.
Like I saw AJ's as number 16. When I knew I had a higher score, my name didn't replace his or any of the ones prior to it. I don't know if he can see me, if he looks on and sees where I'm at on the scoreboard.
I would assume so, yeah.
But either way, it definitely had reason for me to go back,
Yeah.
Well, AJ had me, gave me reasons to go back to try to beat his score.
Like I say, I don't care at all about the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Right? The leaderboards in Kitten, I mean, like, seriously, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The only thing I cared about, and so this is one of the things, is it kind of plays like a mobile game. Right, because the better you do, the more coins you get.
Yeah, that's
and you
true.
can replay it and to get those extra coins if you didn't get it. Feels
Buy
like
better
Jetpack Joyride
things.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so the coins that they give you based on your score, then you can go in and you can buy catnip.
Yeah.
Or laser pointers.
Yep.
And all sorts
Better
of
balls.
stuff that I feel like they didn't explain terribly well.
No, they didn't.
I to this day.
Yeah.
It's only been days since I played it. It's like, I can't believe it's been years, but I still don't know the answer. I don't know what the catnip does. I mean, I know what catnip does in real life.
Yeah.
But how does this help you in the game? Does it distract them from breaking stuff?
I don't know.
No idea.
I never bought it.
And so I bought it.
Yeah.
And it like when it lands on the ground when you place it and it goes boom, and it like kind of shoots out like a puff of catnip.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so is this supposed to just distract them so they don't like cause destruction?
Yeah.
Like so they don't not running rampant and jumping out windows?
And it didn't do anything.
It didn't seem to do anything.
Okay.
So one of the things I hope that the developers can do is patch in some extra instructions.
Yeah.
Maybe like a extra tutorial mode, or at least just a line of text saying exactly what the thing does.
Yeah, there wasn't much, and not that much was needed, I guess.
No, I mean,
certain things.
For the most part, until I did something like this. I was like, well, now I just wasted 9 coins.
Yeah, I know.
When
and
I should have been upgrading something.
Yeah, I mean, just better descriptions on the things you're buying, what they would do, and how to utilize them, at least for the first few times, maybe. That would be helpful. But that poop thing, that Dustbuster for poop.
Oh yeah,
best investment ever.
Absolutely.
I wish it was almost real, because I was like, vroom, and you fire it right at the trash barrel and it go right in the trash. Sometimes you'd miss.
Still miss.
Not
sometimes.
often. Yeah.
So instead of picking up the poop, you just aim boom,
and launch it.
And then boom.
A lot more accurate than being like, and having it drop and then picking it up and trying again.
Yeah.
So that was frustrating.
Awesome investment. Also, one of the first things I upgraded as well, so you could scoop up more poop before you start firing to the trash can.
Mm-hmm.
I like that quite a bit. Upgrading, I think, the litter and the food and
The ball.
The ball,
Yeah.
ball was fun because that was a good distraction.
It was. You
They
throw
just
it and
toss
catch. Yeah,
It's great.
they're all about it.
Yep. Requires 2 move controllers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair.
That
You know,
you
I
need
can't
it.
imagine playing this with a DualShock 4.
You can't take care of that many cats with one hand.
The controls, though, we already kind of mentioned the throwing mechanics, maybe not the best.
No.
But I think that the controls suffer even more than that.
Yes.
Because most VR games that using Move controllers,
Yeah.
they function as pointers.
Yeah.
You point at something, you click it. Mm-hmm. This kind of bends the pointer.
Yes.
And kind of latches on to something
Right?
nearby.
It's like that movie Wanted, where they could bend the bullets, fling, and you fire. You know,
I'm 2 for 2 today. I can't believe I know what you're talking about.
Right?
Yeah.
the game was all right too. Remember the game they
Did
released
not
on
play
it?
Wanted, the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and I say that like this.
Could you bend bullets in the game?
Yes, you
Well,
could.
Then sign me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a little bit like I had some issues where, I mean, you're trying to be quick and do things, and if there's a litter box and the food and the cats, the one thing is that the cats, which I liked,
So
the
cute.
cats can move the objects you place around. They
Right.
don't walk through it, so they're not going to be there when you look down to grab it again. It's going to move.
Yeah.
And I like that, you know. But the issue of it was that if the litter and like the food were there, and you were trying to hurry up and feed that cat because he's hungry, and you're trying to grab that food, it would always like stick and find the litter, and you'd have to be like really trying to get it to an angle so it would attach
Almost
to that.
impossible.
Yeah.
Right. And so when there's like a pile of stuff, there's like a cat here and a food dish here and the litter that
Yeah.
you're trying to grab, and there's just stuff all kind of in the same place.
Yeah.
You're like you cannot grab the thing that you want to grab.
No.
You end up grabbing a cat, and you're like, no, not you.
You.
The bowl, no, not
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's the litter. Got it.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's super
And
frustrating.
that time is precious because you
Very
got to
precious.
move, you got to go.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot happening.
And so because the pointer is actually trying to grab onto things,
Yeah.
sometimes it's usually grabbing onto not the thing you're looking for.
No.
And there's a level, so we actually kind of jumped around a little bit. We talked about the big red button.
Yeah, oh yes, that's right.
So what happened when the cat hit the fucking button?
Well, you're in a spaceship,
Yeah.
and suddenly you are not on Earth in an apartment. You're in a spaceship.
Right, we launched into space.
Yeah.
And I mean, if the game wasn't already chaotic enough,
Yeah.
now it's pure madness.
Yeah, that was almost totally acceptable. Like, oh, we're in space now. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was almost like,
Set you
what
up
the
for it.
fuck? You know? It's just insane.
Right.
But it was neat though. I'll give it to him because it's like now I'm taking care of a bunch of cats on the Citadel. I felt like
Yeah.
Commander Shepard had cats in his little place.
It was good. There was so instead of like windows that will fly open and the cats can get out,
Yeah.
now there's escape pods. And
Yeah.
they jump into the escape pod, and so many times I like saw the cat jump up, and I went and tried to grab it,
No.
and the thing shut down, and boom. And no, and you lose like 1,000 points for every
Yeah.
cat that like goes missing, and you're like, well, I'm never recovering from this.
No.
I was just
No, it's gone.
I basically just wanted to restart every level the second that happened.
Right.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Now, do you lose if a cat falls out a window? Because I swear, and I still don't know, I swear I started a level out with 3 cats, and there was a window open, and then I had 2 cats, and I'm like, where's the third cat? And I closed the window. And I don't know if I ever had 3 cats at that point, or was it 4 and then 3, or 3 and 2? I don't know, but I felt I had one less cat. Do they indicate like, oh my god, a cat just fell out your window?
Oh no, it doesn't seem to tell you.
Okay.
Right, like because there were so many times where a cat would jump into an escape pod
Yeah.
and like, boom,
Gone.
but I didn't see it happen.
Okay.
And then I'd look over and be like, oh, there's just a missing escape pod. I was like, oh, okay, I lost a cat.
One of the
Right.
one of the cats is gone. Yeah.
I don't know which one it was. It's probably Satan.
Right.
Fuck that cat. But yeah, it was. Oh man, it's so. This game stressed me out so much, man.
Yeah.
I don't
What
know.
else did Sebastian have to say?
He's obsessed with cats. He's the only one on the team that even has cats. He's got 3 of them.
And he wasn't the one that had the dream.
It was not the one that had the
Wow.
dream. He said, no one but me in the office had any cats. I have 3.
Okay.
And none of the others even like cats that much.
Wow.
I, however, really, really like cats, and I have like 6 cats tattooed on my body. He
Holy
says,
shit.
So yeah, it's an unhealthy obsession. He
That's
said.
for sure.
4 months into production, they redesigned all the cats, and said they took. So this was made by such a small team. It was 2 programmers total.
Oh, wow.
And 3 artists.
Wow.
And 4 months into development, they basically stuck 2 artists onto just redesigning the cats. Be
Okay.
like, well, make them fucking cute, man.
Yeah.
Right? And they did. I think they did a really good
Yeah,
job.
they
I
did a
think
good job with the cats.
The cats might be the best part of the game.
Yeah.
Right. They just look
Little
kind
meows.
of real.
Yeah.
Right, for kind of like a cute looking game.
Did they get real cat meows?
I mean, they must have.
Yeah, they have to.
I didn't ask.
Or is it one of those cheap pianos? Meow, 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 meow. You know those pianos that you can tip the
Next
cat?
time I talk to a dev, I'm just gonna be like, "Here's Jeremy's email. talk to him because these are the important.
So many questions,
right?
Where did you get the cat sound effects?
Right. It's the purring. Sometimes I couldn't tell if the cats were wicked happy because they were purring so loud, or they were mad.
Oh yeah, some of those. I know they did a good job with that. I'd be like, okay, goodbye. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think we should probably rate this thing.
I think yes.
There's only so much you can talk about Kitten.
Yeah.
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 So what's our rating scale?
So the rating scale, number one. Number one is an absolute purchase. You need to get it. Don't wait for Black Friday, which was last week.
It was earlier today, yesterday.
Yeah, earlier today,
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, this is the fastest turnaround we've ever had on a Widely Loved
Unbelievably
episode.
fast
We're gonna
turnaround.
finish it. We're gonna finish filming. I'm gonna send it right off.
Goodbye.
Right, it's still gonna have a green screen.
Yeah, not even finished back yet.
No, absolutely.
So number one, absolutely.
Need it.
Number two is maybe you should wait for the Black Friday sale event. Buy it when it's on sale, or again, gift. If somebody gifts it to you, you should accept it politely.
Yeah, maybe.
And number three, never. Don't bother. Just leave it in, digital non-purchase space. And that's it. That's our rating scale.
Digital non-purchase space.
Yeah, the code is just floating. The
Yeah.
numbers up there.
That works.
So, Brian, what do you rate this sucker?
All right. Well, so the game stressed me out, right? But also it did get its hooks in me.
Yeah.
To a certain degree. Yeah, it's claws in
Paws,
me.
yeah.
Or it's paws.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Would you depaw?
God, no.
Yeah, you could.
No, scratch the fuck out of my furniture,
Good.
man. I'm not ripping your fucking claws out of your hands.
Good. I agree with you.
I didn't realize how bad that was until I saw like a documentary on it. It's like, oh, I thought it was just like kind of like.
Oh, to declaw them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like painful surgery.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know. Not
Poor
doing
things.
it.
Nope.
Nope.
Good.
Plus, I don't have anything valuable anyway. Right? It's
You
destroyed.
think now, but then when he tears up that Shadow of the Colossus poster, you can be like, that thing was fucking great.
It was.
Anyways, it is
was.
still.
Yeah.
That was.
No, but
Go
yeah,
on.
I'm glad you can see the future so clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It did get hooks into me. I anytime I finished a level with like 1 or 2 coins, because that happened very frequently.
Yeah.
I was just like, I can't move on.
Yeah.
Knowing that I did so poorly, and I do like that, like when you finish a level, or if you've gotten a bunch of items, you can go back and be like, I'm gonna go try that earlier level.
Yeah.
Now that I've upgraded some stuff.
Yep.
Like now I'm more equipped to do that, and so it there's a little bit of a grindiness to it.
Yeah.
But the grindiness pays off because then you have coins and you can upgrade your stuff and go back and like play
Yeah.
things better. And the game keeps things interesting enough by saying, okay, you're in a house. Okay, now you're in space. Okay, now we're back on Earth, but
Yeah.
the cats are giant.
Yeah.
And they're destroying buildings. So like there's always in whoever's texting you on that phone,
Yeah.
there's a good level of humor there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm interested in seeing what happens.
They have
next.
chemistry.
They do. Like maybe in the past, the scorned lover theory is probably accurate.
Probably. Yeah.
So this is a 2. And I think it's priced well for what it is.
Yeah.
I think for the game, for if you like these kind of like micromanaging or like multitasking style games that we were talking about earlier, I think you're gonna like this. It does a lot right. I think some of the control issues need to be fixed.
Yeah.
But for $15 or $14.49,
Yeah.
I think it's if you're the type of person that enjoys Overcooked and VR the Diner Duo, that kind of stuff, I think you're gonna like this too. And of course, if you're a cat person, then yeah, you it's a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What about you? I'm nervous.
So, like, playing this game, sitting there first, they unfold things, and so the positives, it progresses nicely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they first set you there. It's not too overwhelming with the cats and what you got to do, and then it ramps up, and you start getting the feel for it, and it starts ramping up again. You're acquiring these things to help better. And I got to say, once you just cut loose and let it go and are really like viewing your surroundings, you're like, I gotta close that, I gotta do this, I gotta this, where's that? Nope, get over here.
Right.
And you're like, pet, 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 and you're doing all these things, and
Pet, pet,
the litter. Like, I noticed I would start strategizing before initiating, like, and opening that box.
Yeah, same here.
I'd sit there and I'd be like, all right, open that. There's a litter box. I'm going to put it right here because that's his best spot for this and that and this. Then I'd put the food here and this and that and this. And I'd open and put the cupcakes or whatever it needed to be or the glass. I'd try to move it all and get everything done. And I'd be like, okay. I put the glass in the cabinets, close them up. And I'm like, now it's time to
That's
get
so smart. I never put the glass in the
cat-
cabinets.
See? Now it's time to get the cats out of the box.
Okay. And only then does time begin, right?
Yes. And then it all unfolds, and it's all chaos, and nothing unfolds correctly. I'm thawing turkeys out, I'm doing
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the windows. And I'm actually surprised at this point by how much fun I was having.
Yeah.
Because it's just a mindless type of game, like where you can just cut loose. It's nothing you have to stress about with inventory management and getting from point A to point B and, dealing with online this or on, you know what I'm saying? Any of that stuff.
No, it's very
just
straightforward.
acquiring coins, getting better equipment to help take care of these cats better, and then reading the texts were definitely amusing. So I found at the end of it, trying to beat AJ's score, it was like, it got me in a subtle way, and it didn't try to achieve or overachieve anything. It was like, here it is. This is a game. It's cats and you're taking care of them. Yeah. And so with rating it, it was tough because like I would never purchase this, I mean, even at the $14.49 price tag, it's reasonably priced, but like going and looking and saying, I'm going to buy that. No.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's a 3. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I want to say it's a 2, but like it's a tough one. I'm going with a 2 personally because I'm not upset that I own it. It's fun. I definitely think now that this recording's over, there are still times I would jump back in.
Okay.
And I think that's a good game to show somebody VR. It's one of those ones where you don't have to move. You sit there, you do things as kittens. Who doesn't love kittens? Even if you have allergies, you can love these cats. They're not going to make your eyes and throat itch. Not at all. So I personally am saying 2. Yeah. 2 to 2.5, It's close to a 3, but 2.
Okay.
2 2s.
One of the things we didn't even talk about, I can't believe we talked about Kitten for so long, and we didn't even talk about the other half of the game, which is called My Room.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Where basically you get to play with all the unlocked stuff, and you get to customize that room, that plain, bare, white room that you were in, and you get to say, oh, okay, now I want to have brick walls, or I want to have hardwood floors, or whatever. And it's just kind of like your chill-out time, like Tamagotchi style with your, with your kittens. And I think if that part of the game...
Tamagotchi.
Right, random reference. If that part of the game didn't exist and it was just the high stress stuff, I think this would be a much lower 2 for me. Yeah. But the fact that exists and I just be like, oh, I get to customize things, I get to hang out and enjoy all the rewards for all the challenges that I've accomplished. That for me, that I think that really kind of sealed the deal. Where I was like, oh, this is really fun, and like the rewards are there. Yeah. So yeah. Solid 2 for me. Yeah. A weaker 2 for you. Yeah. But hey,
still a 2 nonetheless.
And it's so much better than cat lateral damage and Conrad the Kitten. So there is that.
Yes.
All right. Jeremy, thank you so much for hanging out with me for another episode of Why We Love PlayStation VR. My name is Brian Paul.
And I'm Jeremy King.
And we'll see you
next week.
That's right.